Hey guys, I'm Stevie, and this video is about cedar fever. Can we prevent it? What is cedar fever? Cedar fever is from these beautiful ash juniper trees. The ash junipers release all of their pollen at once. It happens after it gets really cold and freezes, and then it triggers the pollen to release into the air all at once. And then the wind picks up and blows it everywhere, and what it does is it overwhelms your system. So you don't have to be actually allergic to it, it just completely overwhelms your system because of the amount of pollen in the air, and it makes you have allergy symptoms. Now this can last for 3 to 5 months of the year of feeling like you have seasonal allergies even though you don't, and it really is miserable. You can actually get a fever, sore throat. We came here in 2017 and we had no idea cedar fever existed. It was awful. We all thought we had a cold, and then Ryan learned about it and told us what was going on, and we were just like, what? I moved away from the cold so I wouldn't feel so yucky all the time, and then I moved straight into this, and having all that pollen in the air in the middle of winter just did not make sense to my mind. So but I don't think we had any fevers, but we had a lot of congestion and headaches and fatigue, and it was making us miserable. So eventually I looked around to see if I could find some kind of remedy, because, you know, I'm into that kind of stuff. If I can find a natural remedy to something, I will go ahead and try it and see what happens. My audio got corrupted here, but this is the part of the video where I let you know that I am not a doctor or a forager, so please be as safe as possible if you try this remedy. Test it on the inside of your arm, maybe test a drop on your tongue to make sure that you don't react to it, and wait about 30 minutes. Also, we only use the female tree with the berries. We never want to use the male trees with the pollen. That will cause problems. I got this old remedy from a random blog, and she got it from a friend who got it from someone else. So please, please be as safe as you can. Native Americans have been using juniper trees for medicine and food and firewood. Long ago they found evidence of it in, ancient caves. What we're looking for here is the ash juniper tree. Okay, we're looking for the female, and she has berries. I don't know if you can see that. She has lots of beautiful berries, which make a tasty spice, but don't go too strong on it. And what I've been told to do with the old remedy was to take the tips of new growth here off of the tips of the tree. So anywhere you see new growth, which this year is ridiculously huge, only on the female tree, no pollen, and get about a cup of that. Now I have taken this recipe and changed it to my own recipe. I'm going to find an end or two that has berries on it and make my tea from that. Thank you, tree. now it's time to make some tea. The original recipe was about 1 cup of leaf tips and 4 cups of boiling water. You boil the water. You boil the water with the leaf tips in. You turn it off and let it sit for 1 hour. And then you just need like a dropper full of that sort of concentrate, but it just makes such a big amount that I don't need. We have 4 people in our family, so I decided to change the recipe for myself, and it still worked for us. So I guess the first time that I tried this medicine, it was really strong. No one else in my family had any issues with it. It just tasted kind of gross, and it helped them. It really did work to help them with their symptoms. For me, I did react to it a bit because I'm sensitive to everything. So if you have a lot of allergies or histamine issues, you might also react to it. But that was it. I reacted the first time. I had a tiny reaction the second time, and now I can take it every year, and it doesn't bother me at all. So it really helps with the symptoms. Like, I don't know, I can't say if it's gonna work for you, but it has meant a lot for my family to not have to suffer for months and months with all this pollen in the air. So I hope it helps you guys too. So I guess let's get to my recipe. We're gonna probably put in around 4 cups of water here, and we are going to add our beautiful twig with berries from the female tree. And bring it to a boil. So for my recipe, I like to put in a nice big twig from the tip of the female tree with berries on it. I actually like the way the berries taste. And I like to add lots of peppermint tea leaves to it to help with the flavor. My family can't even tell that there's cedar in the tea.
Wow, this is really bad.
I can taste it. I can taste, you know, how do I describe that? The resiny, tree resin flavor, the smell of the cedar. You can taste it. That doesn't really make sense, but you can basically taste the way that it smells. But yeah, with all that peppermint in it, it just tastes like peppermint tea mostly, and it's really good. Is it really, or are you just joking?
No, it really tastes bad.
I put in a nice twig of the female tree with berries on it into 4 cups of water, and I add about 4 tablespoons of peppermint tea leaves. I bring it to a boil. Boil it for like 10 minutes and then turn it off and let it sit for an hour. And then yeah, really you just get a nice cup of tea, which you can warm back up to have hot peppermint tea, and voila, there's your medicine. It's about 1/4 of a cup.
Wow, this is really bad.
Is it really, or are you just joking?
No, it really tastes bad.
Okay, you only need to drink this tea once a year, somewhere between the middle of October and before the first frost. And that's it. I hope this is helpful to you and your family. Bye. Can you present it? I'm rambling. Yeah, the cedar feeder. There's a helicopter. I'm rambling again. I'm so good at this. I can't remember. More like, don't look directly into the light.
Anthony's trying to compose himself.